Here we are, Lake Minnewanka. I'm gonna go with Minnewanka. Sounds like Willy Wonka in the Chocolate Factory. One of my kids' favorite movies. So, surprisingly enough, as you can see behind me, this wind is blowing a lot of the snow kind of off the lake. So, it's revealing a lot of these nice methane bubbles. And we have some cracks leading to this mountain over here, which I'll show you guys in a second. Managed to actually make it here for sunset, so we've actually got a little bit of light on the peaks across here. So I'm going to flip you around and show you kind of what I'm shooting. So here's the scene. Some lovely soft light hitting these peaks across the way. I've got these methane bubbles here, this little crack kind of leading its way off to the mountain. So here's my scene right here. Really pretty. And then we got the right exposure right now. It's the 15th of a second, is just capturing a little bit of that snow movement as it comes across too. So it's a really nice scene. Over here we have quite a bit of cloud cover, so I'm not sure if we're going to catch a light or not. We'll see. Right now the light on these peaks is beautiful, so I'm going to go ahead and take these photos. I'm going to have to focus stack them, just because this front section here, if I zoom in on my photo, too far, I'm zooming down on my photo here, it could be a lot sharper than it is right now. It's a little bit blurry, so if I go ahead and focus stack them, probably 3 shots, one in the mountain here, one in the center of my frame, and then one right on this bubble kind of right here, and then focus stack those together in Photoshop, I should get a nice sharp scene all the way through. So yeah, it's beautiful out here. About -2, -3. The wind's a little bit chilly, but I mean, you can't ask for better scenery. So I'm afraid in my excitement about finding methane bubbles, I may have rushed what I was doing. So peak has lost its light, but I found a much nicer composition. So hopefully the sky lights up and I get some color. Maybe the sun will peek out of these clouds that are back here, and maybe cast some light on these peaks one last time. But anyway, I'll show you my composition. So the subject is exactly the same. These mountain peak back here. The difference is there's a lot more bubbles out here, and what I like about this one, it's a little bit different, is this crack right here kind of leads the eye directly into the scene almost immediately. And I framed it in such a way that this snow in here, it comes into the composition as well. I like the element that it added. So that's my scene right there. It's even going to be a nice blue hour shot, so even if the light doesn't come, I might take a kind of a twilight shot. On the way back now, I'm not sure I'm completely in love with the shots I got, but considering I wasn't planning on shooting tonight at all, I think it's a bonus I got anything. So I actually didn't expect to be here this early. I just get a bit of a head start, I guess. And anyways, so here I go. I'm going to Field tonight, Field, BC, just outside of Natural Bridge, Emerald Lake area. Get up early in the morning for Castle Mountain. Hopefully find some nice ice formations out there. No methane bubbles, unfortunately. I'll have to make do with what I got here. So, but overall, I'm just happy to be here, happy to be out. If you watched my last video, you'll know it's about the experience, about the emotional connection you have with the place, and I could not be more thrilled to be here. So I'm gonna let you guys go before I completely wipe out on this ice. I do have crampons, but still, better safe than sorry. So I'm gonna check out and see you guys in the morning. Cheers. Morning, guys. Made it to Castle Mountain this morning. I didn't expect, I guess, this much traffic here. Clearly there is this kind of a roadside thing, so I anticipated a little more, I guess, less tracks in the snow. So finding a composition that had, you know, no footprints in it was challenging, to say the least. I hoped to find some ice and stuff on the river edge, but there's really nothing there that really piqued my interest, so I backed up to the kind of other side and found some fluffy little pillows that these rocks kind of covered in snow have made. So I'll turn you around and show you this, but it's pretty cool being out here anyways. There's a workshop here actually, which is kind of curious. I mean, I guess it is a workshop location. That's one of the spots we're planning on doing at our Banff tour in the summer. So I'm gonna flip you around here and I'll take a look at what we're doing here. So here we go, Castle Mountain in all its glory. Workshop students down there, and workshop students down there. You can see there's a little bit of light trying to poke through, but that is heavy cloud to the east, so I'm guessing we're gonna get zero color. I can't complain with the textures of the cloud. It's actually kind of cool, so I'm gonna go ahead and grab some shots here in a bit. I'm gonna give sunrise a chance to poke through, but that's in about 15-20 minutes, so I've been waiting here for about half an hour or so. But here are the fluffy pillows that I'm talking about. Pretty cool, and I have composed my shot in such a way so as to eliminate the this trail that one runs across here, so to kind of give it the appearance that I'm in a, you know, secluded spot. So yeah, and no real need to focus stack this one, I don't think. Once I do shoot, it'll probably stop down to, you know, f16 or so, and you know, it should be fine. There's no real detail in this snow to really worry about focus stacking it. Like, I am pretty close to it, so technically I should, but I'm not really too concerned about it. All we have to worry about is these kind of cool curvy lines that, you know, I could just dodge and burn and bring out, you know, the light in it, and not so much worry about, you know, crazy detail and texture. So that's the plan for this shot. We have light, so the weird thing about the mountains, I think, is the light just keeps going. I'm used to Saskatchewan, where you get about 10 minutes of sunrise and then that's about it. It fizzles out, so this is a bit different for me. The light just keeps carrying across the sky, so I'm gonna flip you around and you guys can check it out. So it all started over here. We've got Miles sitting here beside me. Bryce is somewhere down there looking for Mark Adamus. Apparently he's here, so he found him. He's super happy. But so the light carries across, and so my composition is still the same, so catching a little bit of light. It'd be nice if there was some cloud up here that caught, but I'm not going to complain. This is pretty special. So the sun's peeking through over here, which is kind of creating these nice reflected light on these little mounds here. So the shot just keeps getting better and better. I'm quite happy with it right now. I get more than I anticipated in the morning, so super happy. So wrapping up here, I think I'm gonna pack her up. I'll show you my last shot here before I go. So there'll be a couple exposure blends, I think, to make kind of this actually work the way I want it to. But so I'm gonna mix this shot here with the beautiful light on the mounds of snow in the front, with the sky kind of like this. So they've been taken a couple minutes apart, but I think the sky is much nicer now than it was then. So I'll mix those two exposures together for the final image. So besides that, it's a wrap for this morning. I'm gonna go eat some lasagna. thanks for checking this video, guys. That's it for today. Be heading up to Abraham Lake later tonight. Hit up a couple more spots. Mount Sheffer, maybe Natural Bridge is kind of high on my list, so stay tuned for videos of those places. Until then, I guess I'll check you guys later. Make sure you check out the links below for my 2019 workshop in Banff National Park. Take shots like the one you just saw. Castle Mountain is one of the locations we'll be hitting. So, and among others. So, my itinerary will be released once you sign up. Deposits, something required. So, check that one out on the webpage below. Until then, thanks, guys. Cheers. There's what's known in the wild as a Bryce moronic. No, this ice here was there naturally. I showed up this morning just for him. So.